In a quiet village in Delta State, there is a law so powerful. Breaking it does not bring punishment, it brings death. Deep in the riverine heart of Delta State, surrounded by thick forests and silent waters, lies a village called Orugu. But Orugu is not like other villages. Here, the people do not worship statues, they do not worship shrines made of stone, they worship something alive, a creature that walks among them, the monitor lizard. In Orugu, the monitor lizard is not an animal, it is a goddess, a messenger of the ancestors. From birth, every child is warned, never harm the monitor lizard, not even by mistake. Because in Orugu, the monitor lizard walks freely. It enters homes, it crosses markets, it even walks into classrooms. And whenever it appears, people stop, they bow, they step aside, because to them, the goddess has come. If a monitor lizard dies, the entire village mourns it, wrapped in white cloth, placed in a coffin, buried like a human being. But one year, 5 strangers came into Orugu, and everything changed. They were warned, but they laughed. They were told the rules, but one mistake was already waiting for them. You are watching. Do not forget to drop your comments on the comment section. Tell me, which country are you watching my photo story from? 5 NYSC course members arrived in Orugu. Young, educated, fearless. The villagers welcomed them warmly. Food was given, shelter prepared. But that same evening, they were called to meet the elders. The oldest man spoke. This land has laws. Respect them, and you will live in peace. Then he told them about the monitor lizard. Do not chase it. Do not harm it. Do not threaten it. Silence followed. Then one of them laughed. How can a reptile be your god? He mocked. The elders grew angry. This is Orugu, one of them said firmly, and this is our law. But the core members ignored the warning. To them, it was superstition. That night, a monitor lizard entered their lodge. They screamed. They chased it away. And from that moment, the balance of the land was disturbed. What they didn't know was that the land was already watching them. One moment of fear, one deadly decision, changed everything. Days passed, nothing happened, and slowly, they forgot the warning. Then one afternoon, 4 of them traveled out for an assignment. Only one remained behind, alone, sleeping. Then suddenly, a sound. He woke up and saw it. A large monitor lizard inside the room, watching him. Fear gripped him. Instead of staying calm, he reacted. He grabbed an object and struck it. Once, twice, until it stopped moving. Silence filled the room. He had done the unthinkable. He wrapped it in cloth, hid it under his bed, and later that night, he threw it into the bush. No one saw him, but something else did. And that was the moment the curse began. A week later, his body began to betray him. At first, it was small, tiny rashes on his skin. He ignored it. Then came the itching, then the swelling, then the boils. Big, painful, terrifying. His body was changing. His friends panicked. They rushed him to the hospital. Doctors ran tests, gave injections, prescribed drugs. Nothing worked. Everything got worse. Then, one doctor looked at him and said, "This is not ordinary sickness." She asked, "Where were you posted?" "Orugu," they replied. Her face changed. "Take him back immediately," she said. "Only that place can solve this." But even back in Orugu, the truth was still hidden. He denied it, until death stood in front of him. Back in Orugu, the chief priest was called. He looked at the young man and asked, "Did you harm the goddess?" The boy said, "No, The priest nodded slowly. Then prepare yourself. Days passed. His condition worsened. His body was covered in wounds. His strength faded. Then one night, barely able to speak, he whispered, "Call the priest." They rushed. With tears in his eyes, he confessed, "I killed it. I threw it in the bush. Please, save me." The room fell silent. It was finally revealed, but it was too late. The rituals began, but time was already against him. They did everything, but the land had already decided. The villagers moved quickly. They searched the bush, recovered the body, prepared the burial, white cloth, coffin, sacrifices. Everything was done according to tradition, but something was wrong. The air felt heavy, late. As the final prayers were being said, the boy took his last breath and died, just like that. His friends cried, "Why didn't you tell us earlier? Why did you hide it?" But the truth was simple. Some mistakes cannot be undone. In Orugu, the land does not forget, the ancestors do not ignore, and the price of disrespect is always paid. Respect every culture, even if you don't understand it. Pride and ignorance can destroy lives. Fear can lead to deadly decisions, and silence can turn a mistake into a tragedy.